So now let me tell you what is session pre-launch, what is session lingering. So what is your idea about what is session pre-launch and then what is session lingering? Any guess? Okay, fine. So you can use two options like session pre-launch and then session lingering. So what is session pre-launch? For example, you logged in into the storefront page or else your NetScaler gateway page. You can see the icon, but if we have the particular application icon, for example, Google Chrome, you logged into the storefront page, but you had to launch the application. But in the back end, once you log into the Citrix page itself, by default, automatically what Citrix will do, it will give the instruction to the Google Chrome application. For example, if you enable the application session pre-launch to the Google Chrome, it will create and keep the session ready. When you are trying to hit the application, it will open very fast because you already enable session pre-launch for the Google Chrome application. So that's why it will launch very fast. In which scenario they will use these kind of things for some VIP users or else some critical application in the peak hours. So if you set a session pre-launch to the any application, once you log into the storefront and NetScaler page, when you are seeing your icon without launching it in backend itself, Citrix automatically will create the session things. I will show you how to configure it. And then session lingering. For example, you are working in some application. So what you will do accidentally or else right now you want to just disconnect. But if you set the session lingering time for 10 minutes or half an hour, it won't go to the disconnected state. It will be active for the threshold time. So for example, if you kept 10 minutes, if you close that application also, it won't go for the disconnect state. It will be there active state for 10 minutes to reach the threshold. Once it's reached, then only it will go for the disconnected state. We'll see now. So I will share the link again. Please join back. It's going to close now. I will share the link again now. So everyone is back. Okay, only two people. Hey, Rahul also joined like half an hour back.
No, he didn't join. He's
No,
in a
no,
night shift.
no, no. Actually, in previous session, I could see his name, man.
Okay.
Okay, let me go to studio. So we have one delivery group. I am going to publish one application now. Select add application.
Uh, Hello.
Yes.
So these features will consider the license as well.
No, no,
How?
no. The default one.
Okay.
So right now I published two applications from this delivery group. Okay, so we have a calculator and then command prompt. Okay, just go to application tab. You can see right click properties. Okay, so you can see all the details. So now to enable the session pre-launch and then like a session lingering, just go to the delivery group. So from this delivery group only we published, right? So right click, edit. So application pre-launch. So you want to give this access to any specific user. So why I told you, right, application pre-launch is nothing but, for example, in the same delivery group for calculator application and then command prompt application, we have group of people like a normal ST team and then like IT team, some VIP user. Okay. One moment. So in this case, if some people are part of this group also VIP user, but they will work on some critical task, right? For them also to consider criticality, what we can do once user launch to the Citrix web page or else in the Citrix workspace. So have you guys launched any application from inside the workspace? So how you are accessing your Citrix application from the browser? The similar way you can directly open your workspace and then you can see the icon, right? Have you how you are launching the application from browser or else inside the Citrix workspace?
Browser.
Okay, so like here you can see with pre-launch session launch when user log on to the Citrix Workspace app, so application are available sooner. Okay, so it will be available on only Workspace for this case. Here you can see, right, with pre-launch session launch when user log on to the Citrix Workspace app. So the pre-launch will work on the Workspace. Because why? Because in Citrix Workspace, I will show you otherwise how to configure Citrix application visibility in the Citrix Workspace app. I will tell you how it will work. Okay, now you can see two scenario: launch when start an application. Okay, no pre-launch. By default, it won't have any pre-launch. Okay, so now you can choose the option based on your things. Pre-launch when any user in the delivery group logons to the Citrix Workspace app for Windows. So once user logged into the Citrix Workspace app, immediately that application will be opened in the backend. If we want any specific user, so it will apply to the entire group. Since I told you, right, some VIP user you can configure, ST team and IT team, they are not that much important, but some VIP user, they are very, very important, right? So you can restrict whether it will be applicable for the common delivery group level. Whoever connecting to this delivery group, they can get the pre-launch. But again, if you don't want to give that kind of privilege to everyone, then you can restrict for some specific user, for example, Siva. So only the session pre-launch will work for Siva, not for all the users. You are clear?
Yes.
Because if you keep to everyone, once they're logged in the workspace, all the session will be opened in the backend, right? It will consume unnecessarily utilization, right? So you need to give that kind of privilege to only VIP users. That is based on your infra requirement. You need to consider who is a critical user, who is a VIP user. So for them, you can create. Now, if no application started when you want to pre-launch session to end, for example, you thought this guy will launch the application, but that guy log into the workspace, but that guy not launch that application for 1 hour or 2 hours. Then you can close that session. If you are not closing, it will consume the memory, right? Correct?
Yes.
So only when you add that user specific user, once they log into the workspace app, by default these two applications. So in this delivery group, we have two applications. Those application will be opened in the backend. So this is clear, right? Suppose if that user is still not access that applications, how long that application will be in open state? 2 hours, and then it will close. If no application is started, when do you want to pre-launch a session to end? So 2 hours. If the user is not launching that application for 2 hours, then it will get closed. This is clear. If you want to keep, entire delivery group, it will applicable for everyone. Suppose if you don't want to use pre-launch, then you can go with the first option. If you want to give any specific user, you can choose third option and then mention the user ID. Okay, this is clear, right? We'll check on application whether it's working on the direct URL or not. So now application lingering. For example, you opened command prompt and then calculator. Suddenly you closed, or else you just closed and you want to open from other machine. Suppose if you disconnect, immediately that application won't be go to the disconnected state in the server. It will be show active for 5 minutes or 10 minutes based on your threshold value. So again, when you are trying to reconnect, the same session will be connected. So now that also will see once you disconnect the application. So how you can mention like a minute, 5 minutes. So 5 minutes or else 3 minutes, the session will be active. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to ask. Okay, right now you don't see any sessions, right? So let's see. Just go to. Hey, this is clear or not? Session linger and pre-launch.
Yeah, yeah, it's clear.
Others?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now just see. You need to configure for that one. Let's see. So it's not launching, right? Since I told you, you need to log in via workspace. Okay. So just try with session lingering. Maybe after the previous completion, I will show you how to configure Citrix workspace. So any other things is pending here? So you can see, right, the different.
Yes.
I close that application, but it's still lingering. So how much time it will take to close, disconnect, go to disconnect state?
Uh, Threshold time, 33 minutes.
Yes, so we'll wait and see, and then we'll close this section. But for application pre-launch, it will work for the workspace. Suppose if you are accessing your Citrix application over the workspace app, then only it will work. So now you are clear about lingering, right? I accidentally
Uh,
closed, but still
yes.
my session is not closed in the back end, still it's showing lingering. So until the threshold time met, it will show lingering, and then it will move to the disconnected state or closed state. Let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll see. So any other things still is pending to discuss?
In the delivery group, there is one more option, load balancing. Uh,
Okay, that is horizontal load balancing and then vertical, right? So it's not, it's simple. For example, if you have like five server, so how we are
okay.
going to manage load?
Okay, okay. Horizontal and vertical.
Correct.
I think you have already covered, I think.
In the beginning class I told.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like equally you want to distribute the session to all the server, or else in one server you need to load the session.
Okay, okay.
This is simple
I think
ones.
you have covered. I
Yeah, yeah,
only.
correct.
I will refer the video.
Okay, okay, fine then. You can see here itself, if you go with the
Yeah.
horizontal, sessions are distributed among powered on the machine. For example, if you set five, the count is five. For example, if you have two server, first server will have five, second server will have five. So this is horizontal. Vertical means first server will get 10, and then only it will go for the next server.
One by one.
Correct,
Mm. In horizontal, five servers, and after the five servers.
correct, correct, exactly. The limit
Okay.
based on the limit.
Yeah, yeah, understood this.
Mm. So now let's see the session. See, I may forget something, man. That's why I'm keep telling you. If you want to know anything related to your project, suppose if you want to experiment those kind of concept, if it won't take much time, means we can do it. So still, what are the things I'm going to cover? Citrix Fast Server. Okay. So do you know anyone why we are using Citrix Fast Server?
No.
Okay, that is single sign-on authentication for application. So that also we are going to configure Citrix Fast Server and then PVS. In PVS, I will show you how to create initial target device and then how we can update the PVS based VDisk like a versioning method and then private to standard and then fast server. Then finally, we'll go with the NetScaler, how to configure load balancer for storefront, and then how to configure Citrix gateway.
Okay.
Once we cover, then we'll do the troubleshooting, and then still pending how to renew the certificate. So right now you can see right uh, the certificate expiry time and all. So let's go for one more week so that you know the issue date and then renewal date. So we install the certificate 2 days back. After 1 week, we'll try to renew the certificate so that you'll see the different. So now the application completely closed. Okay, because user not try to launch the application within 2 minutes. This is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yes.
we'll see. That's what tomorrow I told you, right? I won't be